Remember when people's trying to moan at Stormzy, talking about he didn't reply, it's 24 hours, it's 10 hours.
There is a lot to get into with this one, a few different subjects I want to talk about. So Wiley's kind of back active on social media now doing his thing. In a recent interview on a street with a woman, he basically said that Stormzy and Chip should make up. But we're going to get into why they possibly won't. More things have happened since they're back and forth.
The one where you're pulling out Chip. To have the conversation with Stormzy.
Oh yeah, I'm not really calling him out. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. So what made you do that?
Okay, listen, we are stronger together. How many times do I have to say it? I could say it 10 times here. I know some people will listen, some won't. Some people, if you're young, you only really have the ability to think at that age, okay? Yeah. Like when I was 20, I thought I was 40. Like I thought I knew what.
Yeah.
Now I am 46.
Wow.
I understand. I absolutely did. I didn't know nothing.
So obviously we know what happened where Stormzy pulled up to Chip's house. They had a back and forth. Chip sent for Stormzy numerous times. Stormzy took a few songs to have a few lines about him, but didn't really directly address Chip in the same way. But Wiley's saying that they should come together. We're going to get into a separate situation after this and all the back and forths they had after. But Wiley's calling for them to come together now and sort out the differences. And even though this situation was a while back, the dissing between them, not too long ago when Stormzy won the Brit Award, he took a shot at Stormzy being down at his lowest with the whole McDonald's backlash. He said, here's some tweets to spark the truth. A man done a gospel album and a drum and bass single and won best rap, grime and hip hop. At this point, he's not my problem. He's you lot's mockery, lol. And he had the cheek to say it's done by votes as if he's beaten Central C at that today. Not to mention all this McDonald's stuff. I see everyone cooking him, but I just laughed in my head and said we went from Men's Health to McDonald's all in one Instagram row. I can rap, but my fundamentals are grime. He ain't done F all in grime or for grime, but disrespect his creators. As for hip hop and rap, please understand. No, it's just no. Even the Brits putting grime and hip hop in the same category is crazy. One UK's made. Anytime I see this guy speaking about Jesus, it just makes me itchy, man. I can't lie. Cause still, how are you blinded by his grace but manage to? Humans can be hypocritical, yes, but it's adult to correct your wrongs. If someone can, tell me what he stands for. But anyway, stop me where I lied and I'll start again. The truth will set you free. Some people have to play the game. I don't. Best thing you could have done is go up there and say, Sench, this is yours and nothing else. Seeing as DBE weren't up for it either, grime anyway, lol. As Mimi would say, let's talk about it. No, I'm playing, but how do you win best hip hop, rap and grime act in Britain at a time when your poster's being sprayed and painted sellout all over the country? Or we're not in Britain, but in the Matrix.
For Stormzy and Chip, right? Listen, in grime, loads of people have done legwork. It's not just me. It's not just Dizzy. Like pirate radio and garage instrumentals with MCs spraying bars over them just existed before. And it is the bridge to wherever it got to grime. It just is. So the truth of the matter is, you know, if you go to the casino, not arcade, just somewhere and it's the fruit machine.
Okay.
And you play the fruit machine and it all comes in. Bell, 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 money. Yeah? In life, sometimes you get opportunities where you can, if you come together, have that effect in a situation, okay? And when I say things like Scorcher and Skepta should work together, or Chip and Stormzy, let's work together, everyone in between them will say, oh, he went to his yard.
See, Wiley is very focused on his genre. He's very focused on grime. Stormzy is a grime artist, essentially come from grime, and Chip as well could do grime. They're two of the biggest in that genre. That's why he's talking about it. But in terms of them coming together, I think things might have went too far. Chip ended up moving houses. And he actually spoke about how this situation unfolded on an interview with Posty on Grime Daily.
Went from 0 to 100. He said to me, he's gonna defeat me lyrically, physically, and spiritually. You see, at spiritually, yeah, was like a turning point in my head where it was like, as much as I don't want to do this, I'm starting to realize I might have to. Like, even after he said that, I still haven't turned on my mic and dropped something. And then within 24 hours, he popped the "You've Been Framed" stunt.
Tell him for me, innit? You think you can just pull up to people's houses? No one ain't gonna phone you, Stormzy. You're disrespectful, bro. And that's that. I don't even know what's happened, but you can't just pull up to people's houses like that. Stand there. Don't pull up to me.
Stunt. And that was the turning point for me in my head. That was jarring, man. You get me? I had to switch locations and shit. You know what I mean? Not even him, 'cause I don't know who you're with, innit? It's like, if niggas are like anything from like niggas from my hood, niggas bored.
I covered this situation when it was happening, and Chip was getting backlash from certain hardcore Stormzy fans saying he's looking for clout, but he was kind of forced into this. It was Stormzy that turned up to his house, and like he said earlier, he didn't even want to get on the mic and diss him, but he was forced into this and ended up dropping numerous tunes.
I just kept saying to myself, brother, even though I know you're no lyrical match for me, yeah, you've cost me a hindrance, innit? Whatever it cost me, I'm gonna charge it back to your head. This is not a lyrical battle. And once the 2 tracks start apart, because man's independent, innit? Like, man made the P back that you cost me, I stopped, because it was never a lyrical battle in my head. It was me trying not to do that, but you just thinking you're above everything. And I remember at the time when we had the conversation, he's saying to me, no, the God line, yeah. He's like, no, you know what you're doing, like, he's getting mad. But I'm saying, like, but so do you, Stormzy, bro. Because when you're saying I ain't gotta be a rapper in a chain, I'm not jumping out and dissing you. He's like, no, but it's different. I said, no, it's not fucking different. You're not Ralph Lauren, get off your high horse. This is rap. When you come through, let your nuts hang as you should. You get me? As you should. And whoever, if someone gets offended or takes offense, then you might have to...
We're going to talk about how Chip is kind of on the other foot now and how he's going to approach it. But also, this kind of affected Chip's career. Even though you consider him a mainstream artist, he's had collabs with the likes of Chris Brown, he said he kind of got blackballed because of this situation. And where there is so much politics in the UK, the owner of Grime Daily Post, he must get this lot, where there's rival gang members, there's rappers who just have problems. There's so many people you cannot put in the same room, things go left. And Stormzy and Chip is kind of one of them situations, because Stormzy pulled up to his house. We don't know where a situation like that would go. Could they just get along for an event?
Right, and this is a business for me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Obviously, I love Stormzy, that's my Ghanaian brother, but Chip's my brother as well, you know what I'm saying? So, but what it is when Stormzy comes to the gala, for example, the GRM gala is now getting coverage by national press, for example. It brings more of way more noise to the event. That's how I attract sponsors for the event. That's how I put on the event for us in the first place. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So with that situation, it was a bit tricky, because it's kind of like, you know, do you get what I mean? It's kind of like, of course it is. Yeah, it's like, it's businessy then. Yeah. It's not, do you get what I'm trying to say? That was businessy, but obviously I appreciate Stormzy a lot, and he's always come through for me every time I've asked him. He knows. And obviously I appreciate Chip as well, as a man.
And it did actually turn out that you could only have one of them in a room, because Posty only invited Stormzy, but he did an interview with Chip, and Chip said Stormzy only gets the invite. In a joking way, he confronted Posty about it in person.
You know what it is? You gotta remember that we've all known.
Yeah. No, like
you're both my guys.
Yeah, come on.
You're both my guys. You're both my guys.
You get me?
And you're both my guys because I know who you both are deep down.
I know, but he gets the gala invite and not me. I hear it though.
We'll talk about that. So listen to this. You're sharp. I like it. So listen to this, yeah. Alright, cool. So I feel like with that one, because I know you gotta remember, we've all known each other for like 10, 15 years. Like,
hey, can I interject on one point?
Yeah.
This is something that I found offensive during the time.
Yeah.
Everyone that I had a 10 to 15 with before this nigga popped up treating me like we all the same. There was a lesson for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Because let's not sit here.
Yeah, I don't know what experiences you might.
I'm not saying experiences. Yeah. I'm just saying, for as long as I've been here, tell me there ain't 10 to 15 years of Chipmunk before you hear a Stormzy.
There's definitely
a substantial amount of time.
9, 8, 10.
All right, cool, but a substantial amount of time.
Yeah.
So with certain people, I didn't understand it. Certain people, part and parcel, I can handle my own. We gonna be alright. You know what I mean?
But now the roles are kind of reversed, where Ambush, a rapper that has been on a song with Chip that's done really good numbers, has sent a diss track called Morals, dissing Bouncer, Heady One, and also Chip as well.
I don't wanna hear Jack till the fans hear that. Talking like this guy's the king of rap, bro. What part of the game is that? No, I can never lose to a prick like that.
But I don't think Chip is ignoring this one. This is Chip's playground. He's obviously even done the whole petrol station thing. We, as UK, we know when it comes to disses, Chip is number one.
But Chip is not responding, and Wiley's kind of called him out for that, saying this may be hypocritical. Stormzy was a lot bigger than you, he didn't reply, and now you're kind of doing the same thing where you're the bigger artist. Or maybe he just didn't respect this.
Remember when people's trying to moan at Stormzy, talking about he didn't reply, it's 24 hours, it's 10 hours. You get me, brother? Listen, my brother, drop the tune, yeah? Save us, yeah? I thought you was Grime scene savior means you come and you save us, yeah? Save us, save the man them, save the girl, save everyone. Go in your pockets and that. Like, I don't want to hear all of that. I'm in Cyprus and what you're in Cyprus and that. I don't want to hear all of that. Get your ass back to London, my brother. Yeah, I don't know already. We've got work to do, you know what I'm saying? It's not a Cyprus, it is a Cyprus thing, obviously, but it's not right now.
Ambush wants that reply to release more diss tracks himself. He's turning up to the Chip shop and mocking Chip on social media because he's got no response from him.
Madness. I'll come to the chip shop and it's cool. I've been coming to the chip shop all week. Boss man's telling me no chips, no chips. I'm saying, boss, how you at chip shop? How you at chip shop? You saying no chips, boss? Oh.
Many people are saying this gives Stormzy a pass because he didn't respond to Chip and got backlash for it. There was actual animosity between them two. This thing with Chip and Ambush has kind of come out of nowhere, but Chip hasn't responded to everyone that's dissed him even before this. There was a track many years back that low-key put towards him. It's not a thing where he responds to everything. What do you guys think? Should Chip respond to Ambush?